The Prime Minister is going to be reaching Bangladesh any moment now. This is his first overseas visit in over a year since the pandemic-induced lockdown. He's going to be reaching Dhaka shortly, where he's going to be received by Bangladeshi counterpart Sheikh Hasina at the airport. He will lay wreath at the Sarwar Military Memorial conducted in the memory of Mukti Bahini freedom fighters who lost their lives in the independence war against Pakistan. The Prime Minister will later attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Bangladesh Liberation War at 4:15 p.m. However, the most unmissable highlight of the visit to two temples in Orakandi and Sathikara tomorrow. Orakandi is the birthplace of Harichan Thakur, who formed the Matua sect, who has become a deciding factor in certain constituencies in the upcoming assembly elections in West Bengal. India and Bangladesh are expected to sign at least 5 MOUs that will strengthen ties between the two countries.
The Prime Minister's visit, I think, is intended to signal just that we have traveled together 50 years, we need to look ahead for the next 50 years. The next 50 years should be about more trade, more business, more joint ventures, more investment in each way. The criticality of Bangladesh as one of our most important neighbors, one of our most important relationships, is being clearly flagged by the Prime Minister choosing to come here despite the continuing pandemic.
Geeta Mohan is reporting from Dhaka, Bangladesh for the very latest. Geeta, what can be expected? When is the Prime Minister going to be landing in Dhaka? And what's on his agenda? Of course, the political repercussions back home given the Matua community as well. Over to you, Geeta.
Well, a very important visit, Chaiti. Good morning from Bangladesh here in Dhaka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi begins his first foreign visit during COVID times. This is the first time he's really stepped out of the country in 497 days. He is going to land in Dhaka, go to the National Martyrs Memorial to pay respects to all those who sacrificed their lives for the liberation of Bangladesh. India and Indian soldiers certainly played a key role there as well. He is then also going to participate and partake in the celebrations of the Golden Jubilee of the Liberation War and Mujibu Barsho that is being celebrated both in India and in Bangladesh. That is 100th centenary of the birth anniversary of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. We know that it's not just about the diplomatic ties that India and Bangladesh have always had strong relations, strong ties, like our ambassador to Dhaka, Vikram Doraiswamy, just said, but it is also about the fact that there is a one-on-one leadership level camaraderie that you see between Sheikh Hasina and Narendra Modi, and that is being spelt out with a special gesture when you'll see Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina receive Prime Minister Modi at the airport. It will be followed by all the programs for the day, and then we will see Prime Minister Narendra Modi end the day with the inauguration of the Bapu Bangabandhu digital video exhibition. It has done rounds in India and in Bangladesh, but Prime Minister will officially be inaugurating the video digital exhibition. The bilaterals are tomorrow. Key agreements will be signed on the front of security, economic cooperation. We've seen how India really went out of the way to help Bangladesh during COVID times, be it vaccine or for that matter repatriation. So all on the cards with Bangladesh. Nothing is left unsaid or nothing really is left untouched. But the personal gesture, the cultural ties would be on the 27th of March. Very important. West Bengal goes to polls and Prime Minister will be engaging the Matua community in Tungipara, which is where we were in Thakurbari, and the people over there have already rooted for Modi. They are already supporting Modi. Certainly that will have resonance in West Bengal.
Absolutely. And Geeta, if you could also tell us about the resonance this is going to have in West Bengal right ahead of the West Bengal Assembly polls and the prominence of Matua community as well.
Well, a very significant one and an important question, Chaiti, at that, because when we travelled to Tungipara, this again, there are many firsts over here. This is the first time that an Indian dignitary, a Prime Minister, will be visiting Thakurbari and going to that temple that was founded by Harichan Thakur, who is the founding father of the Matua sect in the Hindu community in Bangladesh. 1.8 crore Matua community members now reside in West Bengal. They migrated during partition and after that during the liberation. And certainly that is going to have a huge impact when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be speaking and engaging the Matua community here. West Bengal will be going to polls, and that certainly is going to impact the key constituencies in 24 South Paraganas and North Paraganas, because that's where most of the Matua community population really resides. So an influencer, and nonetheless, when we talk about cultural ties, again, this would be the first time after having such links and bonds between the two countries, but this is the first time that an Indian Prime Minister, an Indian Premier will be visiting Tungipara, which is the home constituency and home state, not just of Sheikh Hasina, but Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and will be paying his respects at the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Mausoleum, which is where he was laid to rest. So a very significant visit over here. There are two important temples, the Kali temple that he'd be visiting and Thakur Bari. So certainly the temple run in Dhaka will find space in the electoral process that is underway in West Bengal, and how that really is viewed and impacts elections in West Bengal. So a significant visit, not just for in terms of foreign policy, given that this is Mujibur Barsha that's being celebrated, but a key a political visit as well for Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bharatiya Janata Party's stakes in West Bengal.
Absolutely, Geeta, that paints the complete picture in terms of what can be expected and the significance of this particular visit, the repercussions as well. Continue to stay with us. Geeta is joining us from Dhaka, getting us up to speed with the very latest. She is going to be leading this broadcast. The Prime Minister will be reaching any moment now on his visit to Bangladesh. Modi is going to be visiting the mausoleum of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. India Today's Geeta Mohan tells us more. Take a look.
In a rare gesture, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting the Mazar, or what you call the mausoleum of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman over here in Tungipara, the ancestral estate of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He has been laid to rest right here at the Mazar with his parents. What will also be interesting to note is whether if Prime Minister Modi will make a mention of the role that India played, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's role in liberating Bangladesh and making it, or the creation of Bangladesh. Whatever it is, come hell or high water, the message is very clear. India and Bangladesh are going to stand together, stay together, and ensure that they move ahead together. With video journalist Pavan Kumar in Tungipara, Gopalganj, Geeta Mohan for India Today.
Let's now walk you through the significance of the crucial Matua